Well, closing their doors is the least of their problems for Pinnacle Regional Hospital in Boonville. The hospital folded last month after it was not able to make ends meet. Former employees now are accusing the owners of fraud and deception.
They say the company took health insurance premiums out of their paychecks, but the insurance company says they never received them. So what happened to that money? Target 8 investigator Daniel Perot went looking for answers. And Daniel, Pinnacle has a history of not paying up.
Yeah, they do. In the past year alone, several contractors have sued Pinnacle, saying that they didn't pay for services. Now, the Missouri Division of Employment Security has also sued them for not paying certain taxes. And now some of their own former employees are suing them for not paying their health insurance premiums. It's all laid out here in this lawsuit, as those employees are now left wondering, where's that money? When the Boonville community needed them, they were there.
You went through everything that patient went through, except for the pain.
But when they needed the hospital,
They did us all kind of wrong.
when it came to the hospital's closure, Mary Beth Abar says she saw the writing on the wall.
Once the last one was gone in a full 24 hours, I figured, okay, here's where the other shoe is going to drop at.
It was a medical appointment somewhere else that surprised her.
We had no clue until I got the call from the place that was supposed to do some tests for me.
It just didn't make any sense.
Here's where my insurance shows I'm inactive.
After all, she was paying for it.
I'm not sure why I'm inactive. They're taking it out of my paycheck every time I get paid. I called Kim at the hospital, and she said it was a glitch in the home office.
But Anthem had a different view.
I called Anthem, and they said, no, it shows you're inactive, and it's been canceled.
On Friday, January 3rd, employees started to find out. In an email that day to all employees, former Pinnacle Health System Chief Financial Officer Dale Farrell wrote, "We are working tirelessly with Anthem to resolve this communications issue and are confident it will be resolved quickly. We had a telephone conference late last evening with Anthem in which we discussed the terms for reinstatement."
I thought, reinstating us? Something big must have happened for us not to be getting insurance.
Take a look at this screenshot from Ibarra and her husband's Anthem account.
It actually shows my husband canceled June 30th and then me canceled July 1st.
Coincidentally, right around that time, Pinnacle was changing their health insurance policy.
When I first started in 2018, they were paying for all of us, 100% for us and our spouse and kids. Then it got to be, I guess, June. They said, no, we can't afford that no more.
Employees were given a choice. They could continue receiving health insurance through the hospital, but the premiums would be deducted out of their paychecks. But that money never made its way to Anthem, and as a result, Anthem says it terminated its contract with Pinnacle on July 31st.
What if I'm walking down the steps and have a heart attack, or be at work and have a heart attack? Do I just say, oh, well, I'm going to get over this, don't take me anywhere, I have no insurance?
For some, it has meant huge bills.
I just feel sorry for people who, like me, didn't know and had been to the doctor's office or had an x-ray done, and now you've got an x-ray bill, a doctor's office bill, lab bills. They just keep piling up. They did us all kind of wrong, and like I said, I hope you sleep well at night, because some of us aren't.
The people who we trust in our worst moments, now unsure of who they can trust.
So my dad always told me, you have to earn trust back, and trust is the hardest thing to earn back. So I think me having to trust people again like that, it is going to be an issue for me.
Ibarra says she will probably never let another company take insurance money out of her paycheck again. She'll probably get her own insurance so she can see exactly where the money is going. Ibarra told me she has had contact with the lawyer representing some of her co-workers in that class action lawsuit, but she is not a part of it. She understandably just wants to know what happened to her money.
So you mentioned the civil lawsuit. What should we expect from that moving forward, and will Pinnacle face any repercussions?
Well, hospitals tend to really like federal courts because federal courts have limits for what plaintiffs can get. Really, in this case, it would be limited to just the amount of money that they would be owed in terms of insurance premiums. Now, an ME law professor I spoke with says there could be both state and federal law at play here. Both would prevent Pinnacle from taking out the health insurance premiums and then not actually giving the employees the benefits of it. But that professor says there is very little doubt that the hospital knew full well what the federal law was when they made the decision to change the insurance policy back in May. Now, we reached out to Pinnacle multiple times for comment. They did not respond to any of our requests. With this targeted investigation, I'm Daniel Perot.